In previous session, very clearly we discussed about insert all and merge. If we want to copy one table data to multiple tables, we are using insert all. To apply one table changes to its replica. Replica means duplicate copy. So to apply one table changes to its replica, we are using this merge command. Okay. Now, in today's session, I want to cover case expressions, and interval expressions. Topic name is case expressions. After this, we discuss about interval expressions. So case expressions we discuss. Next, we discuss about interval expressions. So this is the last topic in our module 1 tables. In module 1 tables, case expressions and interval expressions is the last topic. So what is this case expression? Pay attention, listen carefully. You tell me, is SQL query language or programming language? Query language. Is it providing control structures? Is SQL provides control structures? No control structures. It is not providing control structures. Because control structure purpose is controlling the flow of program. Control structure purpose is controlling the flow of program. But here we are not developing programs here. We are developing queries here. That is why it is not providing control structures. Okay. But sometimes we need to perform action based on condition. So we have to use if control structure. But if control structure is not available in our SQL. In the SQL, if we want to use if control structure, then go for this case expressions. This case expressions is equals to if case expression is equals to, okay, if control structure. To implement if control structure in SQL, we use this case expression. So it is used to implement. Case expressions are used to implement if else in SQL. So if you want to implement if else in SQL, we can use this case expression. So this can be used in two ways. Case expression can be used in two ways. What are those two ways? Those two ways are, first one is first one is simple case and second one is searched case. First one is simple case. Second one is searched case. Using simple case, we can implement case expression in SQL using searched case also. So what is the difference between simple case and searched case? Simple. You tell me. What is the difference between switch and if else if? What is the difference between switch and if else if? Switch can check equality condition only. If else if can check any condition. If else if can check any condition. Switch can check only equality condition. In programming languages like C Java are providing switch control structure, if else if control structures. The difference is switch can check only equality condition. If else if can check any condition greater than, less than, greater than or equals to, less than or equals to, any condition equals to, not equals to, any condition can be tested by if else. Switch can check only equality condition. In the same way, your simple case can check equality condition only. It is just like switch control structure. The searched case can check any condition. Simple case can check equality condition only. Searched case can check any condition. This is the difference. So how to use simple case? Simple case. Understand, sir? If we want to implement if else or if else if in SQL, then we use this case expressions. So to implement if kind of control structures, like if else, if else, if, to implement such kind of if control structures, we can use these case expressions. Case expressions can be used in two ways. One is simple case, another one is searched case. What is the difference? Simple case can check only equality condition. It is just like switch control structure in C Java. Searched case can check any condition. It is just like if else if in C Java. What is the syntax of simple case? Observe here. We write like this. Case, case. Here we write expression. Here we write when, constant value. When, constant value. Then here we get some value. Okay, then return expression. Then return expression. Return expression. Return expression. So like this, you can write any number of when thens. No limit is that. Like this, you can write any number of when thens. No limit is there. Any number of when thens we can write. Finally, we write else. Return expression. Else return expression. Else return expression we give. Return expression. Else written expression we are writing. Okay. So finally we write end. End we write. So this is the way of using simple case. Remember this syntax, follow it. Understand here what happens? First expression will be evaluated. Okay, here you can write column name or any expression we can write. So after evaluating this expression, we get some value. Every expression is equal to some value. Is first constant value equals to expression value or not, it checks. If equal, returns expression 1. If not equal, then only checks with constant 2. If constant 2 equals to expression value, returns expression 2. If constant 2 is not equal, checks with constant 3. If constant 3 equals to expression value, returns expression 3. If this is also not equal, checks another constant. If all constants are not equal, returns else expression. Else expression. Else expression it returns. Okay, so this is the syntax we have to follow. So this is just like switch only. Observe. In C Java, you are using switch, sir. How you are writing switch? Observe here. Switch. The switch parenthesis, you are writing expression. Case. Case. Here you are giving constant 1. Statements you are writing. Break. Like this, any number of cases you can write. Case. Another constant. Statements. Break. Else. Like this, you can write any number of cases here. Finally, we are writing else. Sorry, default. Default statements we are writing. So this is the syntax of switch in C Java. In C or Java, switch control structure is available. We are writing like this. How it executes here? First expression will be evaluated. We get some value here. Is first constant value equals to expression or not? It checks. If equal, executes this first case statements, comes out of the switch. If not equal, checks with another constant. If constant 2 equals to expression, case 2 statements gets executed, comes out of the switch. If constant 2 also not equal, then checks with constant 3. If constant 3 equals to expression value, this third case statements will be executed. If all are not equal, executes default statements. Writing default is optional, not compulsory. Same this kind of style only. Do you know switch control structure or not? తెలుసా తెలియదా జావాలో సేమ్ here also same execution process. Here expression will be evaluated. After evaluating this expression, we are getting some value. Is first constant value equals to expression value or not? It is checking. If equal, returns expression 1. If not equal, then only checks with constant 2. If constant 2 equals to expression value, returns expression 2. If this is also not equal, checks with a constant 3. If constant 3 equals to expression value, returns expression 3. If all are not equal, returns else expression. Same execution process, same as switch control structure. Writing else is optional, not compulsory. You can stop with when then also, no problem. So this is the syntax of simple case. This is the syntax of simple case. It is same as switch control structure in C Java. Okay. See some examples on simple case. Understand here. Question is, this is interview question. Already we did this. Using decode, we did this. Okay. Same thing we can also do by using simple case. Display all employee records along with job titles. If job is president, display it as big boss. If job is manager, display it as boss. If job is other than president manager, display job title as subordinate. This is the question. Understand the question, sir? If job is president, display that as big boss. If job is manager, display that as boss. If job is other than president manager, display that as subordinate. Let me log in here. C ## batch 2 p.m. Password is Naresh IT. Set page size 200, line size 200. Clear this with. Understand here. These are the job titles. E-name, job, salary from EMP, order by 2. Jobs ascending order. Understand, sir? No, notice here. Here one president is there. President, I want to display as big boss. President value, I want to display as big boss. This manager values, I want to display as boss. Boss. This is my requirement, boss. Manager values display as boss. President values display as big boss. Other than president, manager, salesman, clerk, display them as subordinate. Display them as subordinate. Subordinate. So clerk values display as subordinate. Salesman values also display as subordinate. Did you understand the question, sir? What we have to do now? So already we did this using decode. Using decode, we already did, sir. Same thing we can also do by using simple case. Simple case. Which one is the best way? Simple case is the best way. Decode is old way. Old way. Okay. You can say legacy way. Decode older one. Latest one is what, sir? Simple case. The simple case is suggestible. In Oracle 9.9, they introduced these case expressions. This is suggestible. So before Oracle 9.9, we were using decode. Decode is older one. Simple case is latest one. Understand here? We want to get output like this. E-name, job, salary. E-name, job, salary. See here. How to get e-name values, we already know. First time I write, sir. Second time you have to tell. Case. Which column values we want to check? Job column. If job column value is president, then it has to return big boss. I'm following syntax only. I'm following this syntax only, sir. Case. Which column value we want to check? Job. What is first constant value? President. When president, string must be enclosed in the single quotes. Then president we want to replace with big boss. So big boss is the written expression. So here job value will be captured here. If this president and job value both are equal, then it returns big boss. Like this it works. Next, if this is false, it has to check with another one. Another one I am giving as manager. If job value is manager, then it has to return boss. Else it has to return subordinate. End. That's it. So this is the way of using case expression. This one only we are writing. Tell me, sir, what we need to write? Select first column name, e-name. So for job, we have to use case expression now. How to use case expression, sir? How to use case expression? Case. Which column value we want to check? Job. When job value is equals to president, then big boss. Next, another one. When manager, then boss. Else it has to return subordinate. End I'm writing. End. Okay. Comma salary from EMP. If I write like this, second column heading it displays as case, job, when, like this it will display. So to give alias name for this case expression as job. This case expression column heading display as job. Next we are retrieving salary from EMP. That's it, sir. This is the way of using simple case. Is it working or not? Test here. Copy this. Okay, observe here. See, sir. See. In our EMP table, king is the president. So president replaced with big boss. Observe, sir. King, where is king? See here. President replaced with big boss. These are managers. Managers replaced as boss. Analyst, salesman, those are replaced as subordinate. So our query is working perfectly. So this is the way of using simple case. Did you understand this example, sir? Same thing we did using decode also. If you want to use decode, write like this. Select ename comma decode of. Okay, which column values you want to decode? Job column value. If job column value is equals to president, then it has to return big boss. Okay. If job column value is equals to manager, then return boss. Else return subordinate. Like this also you can write, but this is older one. As job, comma, salary from EMP. This already we did in the functions, I covered it. Here, same output I have it. So using decode, we can implement if else control structure. Using simple case also, we can implement if else control structures. Okay. In both, which one is the best one? This is best one. Case is best one. Because this decode can check equality condition only. Decode can check equality condition only. Case can check any condition. If you want to check greater than, less than, it is impossible with decode. If you want to check these kind of conditions, then go for searched case. Searched case. Searched case can check any condition. So that is why case expressions are best. And another reason is these are portable. In other SQLs also you can run. In other SQLs also you can run. It is portable. I'm opening SQL server. Observe here. It is SQL server. I'm logging in as some batch user. Okay, observe. Just I'm copying this simple case example as it is in SQL server. See here, executing this, working. Same output I'm getting. So exact query, just I copied here, I'm able to run here. This is called what's that? Portable. Portable. Anywhere you can run. Oracle SQL query, I can run in SQL server also because case expressions are portable. So this feature we get. So that is why case expressions are best. Decode older one. Case expressions is latest one. That's it. So simple case topic is over. Is it clear up to here? Online students, please confirm. Is it clear about simple case? Ganesh, if you don't write this end, where case ended, it cannot understand. So here you are telling ending point of case. Ganesh. Online students, is it clear up to here? Please confirm. It's important, sir. We must know. Next. Listen. Second example. Another example on simple case. Question is like this. Update employees salaries as. Update all employees salaries as following. If employees working in, if employees working in department number 10, then increase 10% on salary. If employees working in department number 10, then increase 10% on salary. If employees working in department number 20, then increase 20% on salary. If employees working in other than 10, 20, then increase 5% on salary. This is our requirement. So our requirement is modifying salary value. So which SQL command we have to use, sir? Update. Update. So write like this. Update. In which table? MP. Set. Which column value we want to modify? salary. We want to increase salary. Okay. So now we have to write case expression. If department number 10, increase 10%. If department number 20, increase 20%. For other than 10, 20, increase 5%. So we need to implement if else if now. So to implement if else if in SQL, go for simple case. Go for case. Here equality condition is required. Department number equals to 10 or not, equals to 20 or not. Equality condition. Go for simple case. Case. Which column value we have to check? Department number. Department number. When 10, then return salary plus salary into 0.1. When 20, when 20, then if department number is 20, then salary plus salary into 0.2. Else return salary plus salary into 0.05. To close this case, we are writing and that's it. So here we are updating all employee salaries based on the department number. I'm copying this query. Okay. See here. Select employee number, e-name, salary from EMP, order by. I'm sorry. Let me select department number also for clarity. Department number. Order by. Department number, ascending order. See here. Notice here. The employees who are working in 10th department, to them increase 10% on salary. The employees who are working in 20, to them increase 20% on salary. The employees who are working in other than 10, 20, to them increase 5% on salary. This is our requirement. So we are writing update query like this. 14 rows updated, observe sir. 14 rows updated. Okay, if employee working in 10th department, 10% increase. If employee working in 20, 20% increase. If employee working in other than 10, 20, 5% increase. If you want to check, open and see the table data. See here. Previously, this clerk salary was, 2,450. Now clerk salaries is working in 10th department. Now clerk salary is 2,695. Okay. So previously clerk salary was 2,450. King salary was 5,000. Okay. Now clerk salary is 2,695. King salary is 5,500. Like this. All salaries updated. So here 10% increase. If you want to check like this, select 2,450 plus 2,450 into 0.1. 5,000 plus 5,000 into 0.1. See, this is king salary, king increased salary. This is clerk salary, increased salary. So 10% increase here. In the same way for remaining also, you can check. We got correct output. To the 10th department, 10% increase. To the 20th department, 20% increase. To the other than 10, 20, 5% increase. So this is the way of using simple case. Not only in select, okay, in other places also we can use. So to tell that, I have given this example. So this is about simple case. Simple case topic is over. Next, second one is searched case. Finally, the conclusion is the simple case checks equality condition only. The simple case checks equality condition only. Okay. If you want more clarity, let me explain clearly. What is happening here? Let me explain. Okay, understand here. So this is case expression. This is case expression. Okay. Now observe here. This is our EMP table data. Now this is case expression. Understand now what is happening? This is first row. On first row, okay, this will be applied. First employee working in 10th department. 10th department. So is 10 equals to 10? It is checking. Yes, true. So it returns this value. This value returned. So 10% will be increased. 2695 plus 2695 into 0.1 like this. Okay. For second one also same. Third one also same. Department number is 10. So 10% will be increased. Next. On fourth row, it is checking. Department number is 20. Is 10 equals to 20? False. Is 20 equals to 20? True. This will be returned. So 20% will be increased. 3570 plus 3570 into 0.2. Okay, for this also same value will be written. For all 20s, same this value will be written. For 30, department number 30, is 10 equals to 30? False. Is 20 equals to 30? False. All conditions are false. Written cells expression. So 1312.5 into 5 plus 1312.5 into 0.05 like this. On salary 5% it update. So like this it works. For every row, this case expression will be executed. In the same way for previous example, this job example, here what is happening? Let me explain. For job example, how it is working. These are the job values. Understand now. So these are the job values here. This first employee working as clerk here. Just a minute. Now, see here. On first row, this case expression applied. First job value clerk here. Clerk. Is president equals to clerk? False. Is manager equals to clerk? False. All conditions false. So it returns subordinate. Clerk replaced with subordinate. On second row, same case expression will be applied. Second job value salesman. Is president equals to salesman? False. Is manager equals to salesman? False. All conditions false. Returns subordinate. For this row, employee working as manager. Is president equals to manager? False. Is manager equals to manager? True. It returns false. Like this it works. So finally for this one, this employee working as president. Job value is president now. President. Is president equals to president? Yes, true. It returns big boss. Like this. On every row, this case expression will be applied. So this is about simple case. So very clearly explained. I hope you understood. Simple case topic is over. Okay. Is it clear up to here, sir? Next one. Searched case. Searched case. This searched case is equals to if else if. It is equals to if else if. Simple case equals to case. That can check equality condition only. That cannot check greater than, less than conditions. It is equals to if else if, means it can check any condition. So how to write? Case when, here we write condition, condition. Then written expression, written expression. Notice the difference between simple case and searched case. In simple case, after case, we are writing expression. In the when then, we are specifying constant. But here, after case, don't write anything. After case, don't write anything. In the when then, we are specifying condition. In simple case, we are specifying constant. In the when then, in simple case, we are specifying constant value. But here we are specifying condition. This condition can be greater than, less than, greater than or equals to any condition. So searched case can check any condition. In simple case, after case, we write expression. In the when then, we specify constant value. In searched case, after case, don't write anything. After case, don't write anything. In the when then, we are specifying condition. In simple case, we are specifying constant in the when then. Here we are specifying condition in the when then. Like this, you can write any number of when thens. No limit is there. When condition 2, then written expression. If condition 1 is true, first expression will be written. If condition 2 is true, second expression will be written. Like this, any number of when thens we can write. No limit is there. Finally, we write else expression. Writing else is optional. Else. To close this case, we are writing and. So if first condition is true, first expression will be written. If first condition is false, then it checks second condition. If second condition true, return second expression. If second one is also false, third condition will be tested. If third condition true, returns third expression. If all conditions false, returns else expression. So this is searched case. See one example on it. Suppose the question is like this, sir. For example, example on searched case. See here. The question is like this. Display all employee names, salaries. Okay. Also display salary ranges as following. Display salary ranges as follows. If salary is greater than 3,000, if salary is greater than 3,000, if salary is greater than 3,000, then display it as, then display high salary. Then display salary ranges high salary. If salary is less than 3,000, display salary range as low salary. If salary is equals to 3,000, then display average salary. This is our requirement. Understand, sir? How to get all employee names and salaries you already know. E-name salary from EMP. What is our requirement now? Beside here, we want to display salary range. Is it high salary, low salary, average salary? I want to tell here. If salary is less than 3,800, less than 3,000, so display this as low salary. So this is our requirement now. Here we want to get salary ranges like this. If salary is less than 3,000, display low salary. 1,600 less than 3,000, low salary. 1,250 less than 3,000, low salary. All these are low salaries. So less than 3,000. If equals to 3,000, display as average. This is more than 3,000, display as high salary. This is our requirement. If salary less than 3,000, low salary, equals to 3,000, average salary, greater than 3,000, high salary. This is our requirement. So we need to check greater than, less than conditions. So definitely we have to go for such case. Simple case can check equality condition only. So ename, salary, salary range we want. Tell me the query, sir. What we need to write? Ename comma salary. Case when salary greater than 3,000, then high salary. When salary less than 3,000, then low salary. Else average salary. Average salary. To close this case, right? And as salary range. As salary range from EMP. Working or not, check here. Copy this. Okay, observe here. See, sir. Working perfectly. Observe. Here, salary 3,000, average salary. Less than 3,000, low salary. More than 3,000, high salary. As per our requirement, we are getting the output. So if we want to check greater than, less than this kind of conditions, then go for searched case. How it is working, understand this. How it is working, let me explain clearly. See here. Understand now. On first row, this case applied. What is first employee salary? 800. Here it's checking the condition. 800. Is it greater than 3,000? 800. Is it less than 3,000? True. So it returns low salary. Low salary we are getting. Like this it works. The same way for 1600. 1600 greater than 3,000. False. Less than 3,000. True. Low salary. Like this on every row, case expression will be applied. Suppose 3,000. Salary is 3,000. Is 3,000 greater than 3,000? False. Is 3,000 less than 3,000? False. All conditions false. Returns average. Next, 5,000. Salary 5,000. Is 5,000 greater than 3,000? True. Returns high salary. Like this case expression will be applied on every row. Based on the condition, it returns the value. So simple case can check equality condition only. Whether job value equals to president or not. Job value equals to manager or not. Like this. Simple case can check equality condition only. Whether department number equals to 10 or not. Whether department number equals to 20 or not. Like this. Simple case can check equality condition only. Whereas this searched case can check any condition. Like this. Greater than, less than. Like. So this is the way of using searched case. Next example. Another example on searched case. Last example. With this case expressions topic will be finished. Understand, sir? See, example on another example on searched case. See here. This is student table. Student 1000. Student ID. Student name. Marks of subject 1. Marks of subject 2. Marks of subject 3. Maybe this table already available. When we discuss about giants, maybe I created this. Let me check this. Select star from student. No. Maybe I deleted that. Okay, no problem. 1001 A. Marks are 80, 98. 1002 B. Marks are 55, 30, 70. Now my requirement is I want to find the result. My requirement is I want to find results, sir. In all subjects, if marks are 40 or more, then pass. In any subject, if marks are less than 40, then fail. This is the condition for pass. This is the condition for fail. Now you tell me, is first student result pass or fail? How you are telling? In all subjects, he got more than 40. Observe. Second student result pass or fail? How you are telling? In one subject, he got less than 40. Same thing we have to do now. Which one we have to use? Simple case or setched case? Setched case. Why setched case? Greater than or equals to less than. Simple case can check equality condition. But we need to check greater than or equals to less than. So definitely we have to go for setched case now. So the question is, I want to get output as display student ID, student name is total marks, student ID, student name, total marks, average marks, and result. This is my requirement. So we need to calculate total, average, and result now. So we want to get output like this: SID, S name, total marks, average marks, and result. Tell me the query, sir. What we need to write? Select. First column, second column, S name, third, total. Total we need to calculate. How to calculate? How to calculate, sir? How to calculate? M1 plus M2 plus M3. Do you know this or not? The arithmetic operators I covered it. Okay, 70 plus 90 plus 80 is the total marks. Means M1 plus M2 plus M3. So M1 plus M2 plus M3 as total. As total. Find average now. Can we write like this, sir? Total by 3. Can we write like this? No. Total, if original column is there, we can write. There is no total original column. Observe. If total original column is there, if it is having values, I can write like this. But total original column is not there. Values are not there. So we cannot write. One more time we need to calculate total. M1 plus M2 plus M3 by 3 as average. Now find the result now. To find the result, take the help of setched case. How to write setched case, sir? Case. When? What's the condition for pass? M1 marks must be greater than or equals to 40. And M2 greater than or equals to 40. And M3 greater than or equals to 40. Then, if this condition is true, what is the result? Else, result is fail. To close this case, right? And as result. From which table we are retrieving? Student. So table is not ready. That is why I'm not showing. Okay, or otherwise, let me create the table. Yeah, just 2 minutes time. Okay. Create table. Student ID, number of 4, student name, varchar 2 of 10, M1, number of 3, M2, number of 3, M3, number of 3, M3, number of 3, bracket close, semicolon, student table created. Insert these 2 records now. Insert these 2 records. Insert into student values. Values are 1001 A, 70, 90, 80. First record inserted. One more record. 1002. B. Marks are 55, 30, and 70. Second row inserted. Commit. Okay. Now I want to find result of the students. So I'm copying this very. Observe here. Is it working on a test here? See, sir. As per our requirement, we are getting the output. Observe. First student total marks 240, average marks 80. Result is pass. So here we are finding total marks. Here we are finding average marks. Here we are finding result. To find the result, I am taking the help of searched case. Next. Next question. Okay. Is it clear, sir? Next one. So not only in select like this, in the group by also we can use. In the group by also we can use case. How? Observe. For example, the question is find salary range wise number of employees. Salary range wise number of employees. Here I want to get salary range. Number of employees I want to get. So salary range, low salary. With low salary, how many employees are there? With the average salary, how many employees are there? And with a high salary, how many employees are there? This is my requirement. In our EMP table, observe here, is it having any salary range column? No. We have to find salary range. How to find, you already know. Case. When salary greater than 3,000, then high salary. Like this we need to write. When salary less than 3,000, then written low salary. Else written average. Average. To close this case, we are writing end. So what is our requirement now? With low salary, how many employees are there? With a high salary, how many employees are there? With the average salary, how many employees are there? So salary range wise, number of employees we want to get. This is the output we want to get, sir. So this is salary range. This is number of employees. Number of employees. So this output we want to get. This is our requirement. So what we are writing? Select. Select. Select salary range. Salary range direct column is not there. So find it. So this is the way of finding salary range. As salary range. To find the number of employees, right? Count of star. To find the number of employees, right? Count of star. As number of employees. From which table? From EMP. Group by. Till 21C, we cannot write column alias in the group by. So again we need to write case here. Case when salary less than, like this. When salary less than, like this we need to write till 21C. But from 23A version onwards, this column alias we can use in the group by. This point I already covered in the classes chapter. So here we can use that column alias. If this feature not added in the 23A, again I need to write case here. Complex. That complexity reduced by using this column alias in the group by. Like this we write. Now tell me, sir, find the salary range, then find number of employees. Group the records according to salary range now. Tell me, sir, what we need to write? Select case when. Okay, select case. Select case when salary greater than 3,000, then return high salary. When salary less than 3,000, then return low salary. Else, else return average salary. To close this case, we are writing end. For this, we are giving alias name as salary range. To find number of employees, right? Count of star as number of employees. From which table we are retrieving? EMP. Group the records according to salary range. Okay, if you are using 21C till 21C, again we have to write case expression here. Complex. But from 23AA version onwards, this column alias we can use in the group by. So you can write salary range. That's it. So case expressions we can use in the group by also like this. See here, with low salary, 11 employees are there. With average salary, 2 employees are there. With high salary, 1 employee. Like this in the group by also we can use case. So this is clear information regarding case expressions. Finally, the conclusion is if we want to implement if control structure in the SQL, then go for case expressions. Like if else, if else if. So such kind of if control structures, if we want to implement in the Oracle SQL, go for case expressions. Case expressions we can use in two ways: simple case, searched case. What is the difference between simple case and searched case? Simple case can check only equality condition. It is just like switch control structure in C Java. Searched case can check any condition greater than, less than, like this. Okay, it is just like if else if in C Java. So just remember the syntax, follow them. So these are the suitable examples on simple case and searched case. Case expressions are over. Okay, is it clear up to here? Online students, please confirm. Is it clear about case expressions? Very useful, sir. Some interview questions will be there based on this. Very important for interview. Case expressions, we must know. Many students don't know them. Next, interval expressions. Okay, just like case expressions introduced in Oracle 9.9, interval expressions are also introduced in Oracle 9.9. In Oracle 9.9 version introduced them. Why we are using them? So to add days, months, to add days or months or years to specific date. To add days or months or years to specific date. Okay. We use interval expressions. Okay. So interval expressions can be used to add days or months or years to specific date. Okay. We can also subtract days or months or years from specific date. I already covered this topic, but there we used add months function. Add months function I explained to you. Add months. For example, to the today's date, I'm adding 2 months. So what we get here? 15 August 2026. After 2 months date. Okay, current month is June. After 2 months, August. It means August. Current month is June. June means 6. After 2 months, August. So after 2 months date I am getting here. To subtract 2 months, minus 2. Minus 2 means April. 15 April we get. So like this, to add the months or to subtract the months, we use add months. For adding years, if you want to add 2 years, 2 into 12. Adding years. For subtracting 2 years, minus 2 into 12. I already covered this one. This is old style. Latest one is what, sir? Interval expressions. Very easy to use them. Interval expressions are latest one. Very easy. Very, very easy. See, 6 cases I'm telling. As a developer, we must know how to work with future dates, how to work with past dates. 6 cases I'm telling. Examples on interval expressions. Understand here. First question. Add 2 days to today's date. Next. Add 2 months to today's date. Add 2 years to today's date. To work with future dates, we need to add. This already we did. Okay. So we are writing like this. Is date plus 2. Adding 2 days. Like this you can write. Or you can also write sys date plus interval 2 day. This is called interval expression. Here we are adding 2 days. After 2 days date we get. This result I want to select. So write select. This is adding 2 days. So today's date is 15. So to the today's date we are adding 2 days. So we get 17. 17 June 2026. If you want to add 2 months, if you want to add 2 months to today's date, you can guess now. Sys date plus interval to month. Month we read. It adds 2 months now. This is called interval expression. Very easy to use them. No need to write add months of like that. Add months of sys date, comma 2. Instead of that, write like this. Sys date, interval. How many months you want to add? 2 months. If you want to add 2 years, same. Instead of writing day or month here, we are writing here. Here we are adding 2 days. Here we are adding 2 months. Here we are adding 2 years using interval expressions. In the 9A, they introduced this one. Before that, we were using this style. Sys date plus 2. Add months of sys date comma 2. Like this. Add months of sys date comma 2 into 12. Like this. Using add months, you can add months, years. Like this, interval expressions also you can use. Interval expressions is best way. Easy to use them. Check here. This one only I'm showing. Observe. Select. To get today's date. Sys date. I want to add 2 days to today's date. Now, what we have to write, sir? Interval to day. 2 days added, observe. 17 June we are getting, observe. After 2 days date, 17 we are getting. To add 2 months, sys date plus interval to month. 2 months are added. 15 August 26. To add 2 years, sys date plus interval to year. See, sir, 15 June 28. Okay, current year is 2026. After 2 years, 2028. So this is about interval expressions. So here we are adding days. Here we are adding 2 days to today's date. We are adding 2 months. And here we are adding 2 years. To work with future dates, we need to add. Today you are placing order in the Amazon. Amazon wants to deliver it after 5 days. So write like this: is date plus sys date plus interval 5 day. After 5 days date, we get product manufactured today. After 3 months, it will be expired. After 3 months date, I want sys date plus interval 3 month. After 3 months date, I get expiry date. I get. So like this, to work with future dates, we need to add like this. So this is about adding days, months, years. Very easy to use them. Date value plus interval. How many days you or months or years you want to add? Tell that day or month or year. In the same way, subtract 2 days from today's date. 2 days ago date I want to find. Subtract 2 days from today's date. Subtract 2 days from today's date. So what we are writing? Select sys date minus interval 2 day. 2 day. That's it. 2 days ago date we get. Means 13 we get. 13 June. If you want to find, if you want to subtract 2 months from today's date, right? Sys date minus interval 2 month. 2 months ago date we get. Means 15 April 2026 we get. Subtract 2 years. Subtract 2 years from today's date. Okay. Sys date minus interval 2 year. 2 year. So here we are subtracting 2 days. Here we are subtracting 2 months. And here we are subtracting 2 years. So these are called interval expressions. Now, if you know these 6 cases comfortably, you can work with future dates and past dates. Observe it. 2 days are subtracted. 2 days ago, date was 13 June. 2 months ago, okay, April 15. April 15. 2 years ago, 2 years ago means 2024. 15 June 2024. So these are the 6 cases. So in the functions chapter, I explained add months. Okay, there I explained some examples. Those you can try with. Those you can try with this interval expressions. Let me show. Observe. Add months. See here. Here. Observe, sir. In the Amazon, you placed order today. Amazon wants to deliver it after 4 days. After 4 days, date we want. Sys date plus 4 you can write. No problem. Or you can also write sys date plus interval 4 day. Here. So Britannia company is maintaining their products information, product manufactured date today. Today product manufactured. After 3 months, it will be expired. After 3 months date, we are finding using add months. Same thing we can also do by using interval expressions. Interval expressions are best way. Easy to use them. Okay, so 3 months. So after 3 months date, we get. Okay, employee date of birth is this one. If his age is 60, that is his date of retirement. So to the date of birth, add 60 years. So write like this: date of birth plus interval, date of birth plus interval. 60 years we want to add. 60 after 60 years date we get. From date of birth after 60 years date. So his 60th birthday is the, his 60th birthday date is the date of retirement. Like this. See, our election commission is maintaining all CM's list like this. Okay, the CM term started on this date. In our India, for any politician, time period is 5 years. After 5 years date, we want to find. So to the term starting date, add 5 years. So write plus interval 5 years. After 5 years date, we get. Is the way of using interval expressions. You have try all these things. Okay, so display the employee who joined yesterday. Display the employee who joined yesterday. Sys date minus 1. This is giving yesterday's date. We can also write like this. Sys date minus interval 1 day. Who joined yesterday we get. But here also we must use trunk because date also contains time. To remove the time, we are using trunk. Who joined 1 month ago? 1 month ago date we want. Write interval expression. Sys date minus interval 1 month. Who joined 1 year ago? Write interval expression. So you try all these things with interval expressions. So this is about interval expressions. Suppose if you want to add 1.5 month, 1.5 year, add 1.5 year to today's date. Write like this. Select today's date, sys date plus 1.5 year we want to add. So write like this, interval 1-6, 1.5. Okay, here write year to month, year to month. So 1 year, 6 months. The meaning of this one is 1 year, 6 months. Means 1.5 year will be added. After 1.5 year date we get. After 1.5 year date we get. Observe sir. After 1.5 year date is 15 December 20. Is adding 1.5 year. Okay. To subtract 1.5 year, right? Minus. 1.5 year ago date. So like this. Okay. Suppose if you want to add 1 year, 3 months, 1-3. If you want to add 5 years, 4 months, 5-4. If you want to add 10 years, 5 months, 10-5. Year to month. So this is about interval expressions. Interval expressions topic is over. So now you know very clearly about case expressions and interval expressions. So successfully module 1 finished sir. In module 1 is tables. Okay, is it clear about interval expressions? Online students, please confirm. Is it clear about interval expressions? Module 1 is over, sir. If it is clear, we can start module 2, PL SQL. Okay, Vishwaranjan, please Google it. Please Google it. Okay, interval 1 day. 1 day. We get some value. Okay, to that. Okay, add some hours. Please Google it or search in chat GPT. If you're interested to know that, so please search in the chat GPT or in the Google. Next. Like year to day, year to hour, like this, something will be there. Please Google it, sir. So module one, tables. Okay, in this, very clearly we discussed about SQL commands, 5 categories, DDL, DML, TCL, DCL, etc. Total 18 commands we learned, sir. It is very limited syllabus. Oracle SQL is very limited syllabus. 18 SQL commands are there, those we learned here. Next, we learned about functions, built-in functions. Okay, here nearly 45 functions I explained here. Many functions are there, 45 important functions I explained. Next chapter is classes. Classes of select command. Okay, classes of select command. So select command has 9 classes. Classes of select command I explained. So select command has 9 classes. Those 9 classes we discuss. 9 classes like group by, having, order by, offset, fetch, distinct. Those classes we learn. Next, after this, we learned about giants. 4 types of giants are there. 4 types of giants are there: inner giant, outer giant, cross giant, self giant. Next, we discussed about subqueries. 2 types of subqueries are there: non-correlated subquery and correlated subquery. Okay. Next, we learned about constraints. Constraints. Total 6 constraints are there. Okay, like primary key, not null, unique, like that. Next, we learned about set operators. Total 4 set operators are there: union, union all. Okay, intersect, minus, like this. Limited syllabus, sir. Very limited syllabus. Oracle SQL. That's it. If you know these things, you know about tables. So successfully, we finished module 1. In module 1, these 7 chapters I covered. So module 1 is over. Next, I am giving introduction on PLSQL. Then I stop the session. Listen. Now, after completion of session, I upload module 1 complete notes, sir. Please download this file and keep with you. So after completion of this session, I upload one file. That file contains module 1 complete notes from first session to till recent session. Complete module 1 notes will be available. For module 2 PLSQL, for module 2 PLSQL, I upload separate file, new file, I will upload. For easy reference purpose, for module 2, a separate file will be uploaded, sir. So after completion of session, module 1 complete notes I will upload, sir. From first session to till today's session, complete notes will be available in one file only. Just download that one. Previous things, even if you didn't download, no problem. Just download today's module 1 complete notes, enough. Keep that file with you. For module 2, I upload separate file. New file will be uploaded. For easy reference purpose, PLSQL I upload in separate file. Okay. So topic name is PLSQL. Module 2, PLSQL we are discussing now. Now, when I ask the questions, give the response here. So we are discussing about PLSQL, sir. You tell me, what is Oracle? What is Oracle, sir? Relational database management software. Why we are using it? To maintain the database. In which style? What table contains? Rows and columns. Okay. Is Oracle client side software or server side software? Server side software. From client machine, to talk with Oracle, which languages we can use? SQL and PLSQL. You tell me now, is SQL query language or programming language? Query language. Is PLSQL query language or programming language? Programming language. This you already know. So till now we learned how to develop the queries using SQL language. Till now we developed queries to talk with Oracle database. So to communicate with Oracle database using SQL language in the form of queries, we communicate with Oracle database. So these queries are requests only. Whereas PLSQL is the programming language. So in programming languages, we develop programs. In PLSQL, what we develop? Programs. Why we are developing these programs? To communicate with Oracle database. So PLSQL is the programming language. In this, we develop programs. SQL is the query language. In this, we develop queries. PLSQL is the programming language. In this, we develop the programs. Is SQL procedural language or non-procedural language? Non-procedural language means? Non-procedural language means? No programs. Is PLSQL procedural language or non-procedural language? Procedural language. Means in this we develop the programs. Understand this point? PLSQL is equals to SQL plus programming. You can understand like this PLSQL is extension of SQL to the SQL only. SQL means queries, sir. SQL means queries. To the queries only, to the SQL only, to the queries only, they added some additional programming features and they had given title as PLSQL. What are those additional programming features? Like control structures. If else, for, while, okay, for, while, loops, conditional control structures like if else, if, for, while, loops. Okay, like that. Control structures are provided by it. Exception handling to handle runtime errors, exception handling. We can define our own procedure, our own function. Just like in Java, you are defining methods. Here we define procedures, functions, packages. So these are all what? Programming concepts. Control structures, exception handling, procedure, function, package, cursor, collection. These are all programming concepts. These programming concepts, they added to queries. And they had given title as PLSQL. In the initial classes, I covered this point. Once again, I'm reminding. So this SQL is the query language. In this, we develop the queries to communicate with Oracle database. These queries are the requests. This PLSQL is the programming language. This PLSQL is the programming language. In this, we develop the programs to communicate with the Oracle database. So these programs are also requests. These programs also contains queries only. These programs contains what? Queries only. Queries only. To the queries only, they added some additional programming features. Okay. So PLSQL program contains what? Queries only, plus some programming will be there. Programming concepts will be there. Like control structures, exception handling, cursors, etc. To the queries only, they added programming features and they had given title as PLSQL. What are those programming features? Like control structures, exception handling, cursors, procedures, functions, etc. These are all programming concepts. To the queries only, they added some additional programming features and they had given title as PLSQL. We know about queries. We need to learn this programming concept. So these points only I'm writing, sir. Regarding SQL, you have notes. PLSQL I'm writing. PLSQL is a programming language. It is a programming language. And in PL/SQL, PL stands for procedural language. PL stands for procedural language. It is a procedural language. In this, we develop programs. SQL stands for, you already know, structured query language. Structured query language. So, in this PL/SQL, we develop the programs to communicate with Oracle database. To communicate with Oracle database. So to communicate with Oracle database in PL/SQL, we're developing the programs. PL/SQL is equals to SQL plus programming. It is extension of SQL. To the SQL only, they added some additional programming features. They had given title as PL/SQL. Observe here, I'm showing one PL/SQL program. Just observe. Okay, see here. This is one PL/SQL program. Observe. Select query, SQL. If else if, programming concept, PL/SQL. This is PL/SQL. This is SQL statement, query. This is PL/SQL statement, if else if, programming concept. Update, SQL query. Commit, SQL. Okay, this declaring variables. Okay, assigning values, programming concepts. Okay, so this printing data, programming concept. So like this, SQL statements will be there. These are SQL statements. These are PL/SQL statements. So a PL/SQL program contains SQL statements and PL/SQL statements. So a PL/SQL program contains SQL statements, means queries, plus PL/SQL statements, means programming. Next. Already SQL is there. Using SQL, we can talk with Oracle. Why PL/SQL? Like this, if anyone is asking, just to tell that PL/SQL program improves performance. It improves the performance. PL/SQL program improves performance. To improve the performance, we are developing PL/SQL programming. Okay, and also it is providing control structures to us. It provides control structures, additional programming features like control structures. So based on the conditions, I can perform actions here. Same action I can perform repeatedly using loops. It provides exception handling. We can handle runtime errors. Okay, it provides reusability. We define procedure or function for one time. We can use it for any number of times. Reusability. It provides security. Only authorized persons can call our procedures and functions. So like this, these advantages we are getting with PLS. So if anyone is asking, using SQL, you can talk with Oracle. Why PL/SQL? Like this, if anyone is asking, simply tell this point. PL/SQL program improves performance. And in PL/SQL program, we can use additional programming features like control structures, exception handling, procedures, functions. So based on the condition, I can perform actions. If so and so condition is true, then perform update action. If condition is false, then perform delete action. So this is not possible with SQL because SQL is not providing control structures. It's possible with PLS. So based on the condition, I can perform actions here. If condition true, perform update action. Otherwise, perform delete action like this. Okay. And same action, same update action, I want to perform for 100 times. I can use loops now. I can use loop. Whereas loops are not available in the SQL. So it provides control structures. We can handle runtime errors, exception handling. Okay, we can define our own procedures, functions, packages, and triggers. They provide reusability. Okay, and it provides security. If we give permission, then only others can call our procedures and functions. If anyone wants to call our procedure or function, permission is required. Using grant command, we give permission. Security. So if anyone is asking, using SQL, we can talk with Oracle. Why PLSQL means? Tell this much to convince him. That's it. So till here, I'm giving overview, sir. Listen. What is PLSQL? It is a programming language. In this, what we develop programs. Why we are developing programs? To communicate with Oracle database. It is procedural language. So to the SQL only, they added some additional programming features and they had given title as PLSQL. It is extension of SQL. That is why all SQL queries we can write in PLSQL, all SQL data types available in PLSQL, all SQL operators available in PLSQL, all SQL classes available in PLSQL. All SQL operators, classes, functions, data types we can use in PLSQL also because it is extension of SQL. So a PLSQL program contains these SQL statements and PLSQL statements. What are the advantages we are getting with PLSQL? It improves performance, provides control structures, exception handling, reusability, and security. So this is introduction on PLSQL. I'm stopping the session here. Tomorrow we enter into programming part. Theory is over, sir. PLSQL purpose advantages are over. Tomorrow we discuss about PLSQL programs, how to develop PLSQL programs. This part we discuss in the next session. So sessions are very important, sir. Don't miss them. For any full stack developer, full stack Java developer or full stack .NET developer or full stack Python developer, you should be able to define your own procedure, your own function, your own package. So this area is must, sir. But to define these things, you must learn PLSQL coding first. So from tomorrow onwards, you learn coding. Till now, we learned queries. From tomorrow onwards, we learn PLSQL coding. These queries plus coding, we implement in the procedures, functions, package. Till here, you have to learn, sir. Okay. Thank you, everyone. See you tomorrow. Online students, if you have any doubts, type in the chat box. Otherwise, you can leave the session. Session is over. Vishwaranya, you try it on Oracle. If Oracle is giving output, you are right. Or ChatGPT is right. Otherwise, that is wrong. Try it. If Oracle is giving output, you are right. No need of my judgment. No need of my confirmation. If Oracle is giving output, that is right. Okay. Okay. Thank you, everyone. I'm leaving the session. See you tomorrow.